While this sock duck thing takes her time. Oh.
You're evil. Shitty phone history.
Ooh, I have to get away? Do I get good cards?
Why did face change?
Because she changed it for the case start.
That's manipulation.
It looks better than the one she chose
Objection.
during our match.
Objection. That's not my client.
Hey,
Who the fuck is...
be grateful that it doesn't look like the scrunched up baby face that it was earlier.
Who is this man?
I keep forgetting that I need to push this fucking button to talk.
I know, so do
Oh my god, my options are fucking dog shit.
I.
How do I bring in a witness?
Witness will be on option 3, but no one chose the witness spot, so no one will spawn. It's just kind of make up what you said.
Well, fuck.
Also, hold tab if you ever want to consult what evidence is brought forward, what their name is, and their shady phone history, all that. You can scratch it out if you want. Also, judge, look to your left, you'll see a notepad. You can write down your own personal notes just in case someone, quote, forgets what they were telling.
Thank you.
And as you are ready, Judge, you're ready to start your opening statement, and then let the prosecutor start the case.
Not sure what you mean by opening statement. In this courtroom, we get things rolling. Prosecutor?
I get to do stuff? See, what did I say?
Objection.
Overruled.
That soap had a hole in it.
Fuck you.
Soap had a hole in it. That's the best.
Yes, the soap had a hole.
How does that relate to the case? But I'm over here. I'm
Get there.
pressed.
That is a fair question. Now,
Oh
how
my
does that relate to the
God.
Dirty
case?
phone. Your Honor, that's obviously blasphemy. Can we get a new juror?
I mean, if it's shady phone history, why would he use soap? Then it would be clean phone history.
Because he's stupid.
I don't think that's how that works, sir.
That's why I said it had a hole in the middle, man.
Hey, I am the judge here. I decide what works.
Greedy judge, too, huh?
You gotta figure out whose turn it is. You gotta press the button to let him go.
You're on option 3, and you switch to option 1. But you need to kick that guy away first. Hit the same button one more time with the same option.
Blah, 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 blah,
This is
Mr.
blue.
President.
Yes. Okay, go to option 1. No, you gotta scroll wheel till option 1, which is the, I believe, the cloud with the dots. You'll see that should be it, and you hit blue. That's the guilty or not guilty.
That looks like the eyes are probably the witness.
Alright, now it's defense attorney's turn.
See what he finds.
Defense. What is your defense?
Is it these cards in this
Yep,
Bam.
you will select one of them.
No, yeah, that's why it's hard, because you have to go based off of wherever the fuck they give you. You can't make your own shit up.
This is why I've made a lot of my own cards. And yes, you guys can give me ideas on what cards to add and what they say. Note the cards can end up on the prosecutor or the defense's hands.
So basically, with each card, you have to spin a story in how it's supposed to, fight against the prosecutor and, saying that your person didn't do it.
Alright, you put your piece of evidence, correlate and relate it to your story. The judge. You're trying to convince them that it is a compelling defense and move it over to the prosecutor's side.
Your Honor, this man was with a group of police.
How do I know the group of police wasn't there for him?
Doesn't specify.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, that poor guy.
Hey, man, this is my first case. Leave me alone.
Prosecutor's turn.
Your Honor, he was just there giving the people donuts, coffee, hanging out, being a good citizen.
He was with the cops because he was stuck in an elevator with them. Your turn.
So how does the soap tie into being stuck in an elevator?
No, that's tied to the phone. He's the one who has the whole cops. We'll
Yes,
get
the
there.
use of the elevator.
Yeah, we'll get there. The elevator is an option.
All right.
I'm gonna write that
I'm
down.
curious
actually,
to see
though.
where this case is going.
What are you writing down, sir?
What?
Got to make notes so you can remember shit.
Who are you talking? Which one are you talking to?
Come on, David, you can do it. It's a conspiracy.
Defense, how do you defend against this?
Well, see, Your Honor, the only reason that the elevator was broken is because that building had a broken contract with that contractor, and that contractor did not fulfill his job. Hence why it was broken. Hence why the police was there. Because my client called them to get him out.
With his dirty phone.
I don't understand what the phone has to do anything with this.
But
The
why?
phone might have been searched in an illegal search and seizure.
Your fucking eyes.
But what was so
They
bad
keep
on
like
the
getting
phone
bigger and smaller.
that caused? What was so bad on the phone that caused it to be a dirty phone?
The shady phone.
Why did he
history.
get stuck in an elevator?
Who's talking about a dirty phone? Isn't the Charlotte accused for a shady phone?
Oh, shady phone.
Yes,
Amber got me on dirty phone because she said dirty phone earlier.
Amber.
Who's Amber?
Because she said soap.
Use some
so it's
soap
like,
on
it. Was it a dirty
Use
phone?
some soap on it.
No, he has a dirty phone, and he put a hole in his soap for that kind of reason.
So the hole in the soap was for the phone.
For something while he's using the phone. The guy just looks at you. Hey, man.
All right, so we got soap with a hole in it, stuck in an elevator because of a broken contract. But this story has gone wildly off of what he's actually been accused for. which
Maybe
is
he was
shady
doing it
phone
in the
history.
elevator with the cops.
Sir, maybe we need to get further in. Maybe something will come up.
I hope something comes up.
I sure would hope so, because so far this case seems to be a waste of the court's time.
Hey man, aren't we all just here to get a paycheck?
The court nods.
He was in the elevator in a costume. Why was he hiding in the broken elevator with the cops?
Because he was stuck. The cops are there to get him out.
You sure about that? Why do you have the whole disguise then?
He could have been coming back from a Halloween party.
Sure as fuck doesn't look like it's Halloween around here.
Costume parties can happen any time of year. Don't discriminate just because it's in Halloween time.
4th of July is a Halloween party now.
News. Sir, that is fake news. That is fake news.
Come on, David.
That's great.
Yeah, these drawings are ridiculous.
I think.
Amber, what are you doing over there? I just see your character scribbling constantly.
She's drawing like me, but she's just adding influence to the judge.
See, Your Honor, the reason my client was wearing a disguise was because he had this very old banknote and he wanted to cosplay as a very old
God damn it,
banker.
this sucks.
The dirty old man.
This is the first time I've seen all 3 people writing stuff out at the same time.
You sure he wasn't wearing the disguise because he was hiding a water gun?
What does a water gun have to do with this? I want to know the relevant.
Fake it till you make it. That's why he has a gun. Not all of us can afford real guns, man. We're poor.
Juror, what did that say?
I can't see that.
Amber, what'd it say?
Did police witness shady content on phone while in elevator?
Are you gonna watch porn in the elevator with some cops?
The fuck?
Well, you have soap
With,
around your
with the
dick.
case that I realized that this is so far, I do believe that has some more to do with it than you think.
Maybe.
Your Honor, I don't think so.
Well, so far, I'm thinking that this is actually just a stripper that the cops hired. They all got stuck in an elevator together. The shady search history
Got
is
stuck in an
simply
elevator and suck it.
his.
You know. Now that I'm thinking about it, he was also wearing a party hat. You know, I think you
See?
are right. Maybe he is a stripper that the cops hired.
It was one of the buddies' birthdays. Hired him. Had the party hat. Had soap with a hole in it. Yeah, it had the water gun, disguise. This whole thing is starting to piece itself together. But I still want to see where this is going.
He must have done it for love.
Was the love letter
Done
found
what for
on him
love?
or in the search history?
I never said I found it. I said he did it for love. Broken heart.
That kills themselves. They don't tend to kill other people.
He might kill someone later. Look at that face.
You manipulated the face.
Did I?
Your Honor, she's throwing shit at me. This is bullshit, Your Honor. Absolute bullshit.
Overruled. Are you nappy in my court? I didn't think so.
I'm actually amazed I pressed the right button there.
Alright. Wrap this case together, maggot.
See, the reason that you found the love letter is because, no offense, Your Honor, my client is not made of money, so he bought a cheap ring. It was in the letter. Because he was supposed to give it to one of the cops' wives.
Diamond made of plastic.
Oh,
Hence
so
why
he
they were
was
stuck in
having
an
affair.
elevator with a water gun, with a party hat, and an old banknote while he was wearing a costume.
Never said that diamond ring was for a finger.
How big was the ring?
You know, like the size of a ring pop?
Oh my god!
You have like $25, Your Honor. The diamond's literally plastic.
Clearly the cops did not enjoy the show, or they wouldn't have brought him here.
He was at cheap strippers, you know?
Uh-oh.
God. Breaking news!
I swear to
What
God.
the hell?
Oh my god.
You got another one you can draw real quick? Get good, you got one more option. Get fast.
I do believe I have
Is
enough
that what he's
to
been
make
doing
a
the
verdict on
entire
this
time?
case.
Yeah. When
It's all
he's the
become
reporter,
quite
he
clear
does
to me now.
fake reports or whatever.
I'm the media, I'm the press.
This man simply did not perform well enough, and the cops decided that he needed to go to jail for it. So I do believe not guilty.
Mr. Evil is innocent. Promise themselves they'll always obey the law, then realize they're parked their car in a handicapped space. Tried to flee but hit a policeman while reversing.
God
What
damn
the
it!
fuck? We went so off topic.
Alright, it was probably because we didn't have any good cards to work with.
What the hell is this?
What the hell? Did you put in a custom picture?
Yes. That's from a Star Wars D&D RP session.
Alright, you all ready to start this?
Indeed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Defense, go first.
Well, you see, Your Honor, the reason that my client was stealing parts off of the Razor Crest, he didn't actually
So you're
realize that it
admitting
wasn't.
he's stealing?
No. Admitting he took the parts, because that's undeniable. But the reason he did it is simply because of a massive coffee shortage. He didn't realize it wasn't his ship. And on attempting to return the parts, he was apprehended.
Okay. Prosecutor?
Yeah, we already got an answer for that, Your Honor. The reason why there's a coffee shortage is because order never delivered.
Okay. Defense?
A moment, Your Honor.
Take stock. Just remember, you both got witnesses to call.
You see, Your Honor, the order never getting there never would have been a problem had he not lost a lottery ticket. Then he could have just had enough coffee on hand. He wouldn't have had to deal with the coffee shortage, and he wouldn't have realized, or he would have realized sooner that it wasn't his vehicle.
Okay, but he's not here for stealing a vehicle.
What the fuck?
A ship
What's
is
a
still
Razor
vehicle.
Crest?
Debatable.
Looks like a
We'll talk
drawing.
about that later. Defense,
They said he was late on delivering because of a lottery ticket, correct?
I said that my client never would have had to deal with that had he not lost the lottery ticket.
In that case, well, a professional would at least left a message back for his client for the contract for delivery.
So why is my client even here, and not the person that failed to deliver the coffee?
The client failed to deliver the coffee because he was found stealing from a Razor Crest.
How do you know he was stealing from it? You sure you just didn't work there and get falsely identified?
Yeah, you see? You see?
Shut the fuck up. Did I talk to you? Yes, defense. No, you don't want to talk?
The flat tire on the vehicle, Your Honor, had parts of the Razor Crest in it, and the car was tied to him.
So this is just a guilty by owning a piece of property?
The property that belonged to him that had someone else's property in it. The reason why we found him, Your Honor, is because he had a flat tire and couldn't get away.
I'm gonna call a witness to the stand.
Objection! The
Your
vehicle.
witness.
What?
It's your witness.
I wasn't objecting the witness. I was objecting what he said.
Oh. Continue.
The vehicle that my client owns does not have wheels. It's a hovercraft.
Ah. Yeah. Can't have wheels. It is a hovercraft.
Hovercraft or vehicle, as you stated earlier. It's all the same, you said.
I said a ship is a vehicle. Just because it's a vehicle does not necessitate it having wheels. A
Did he
boat is
steal
technically
wheels?
a vehicle, but it does not have wheels.
Your Honor, I would like to bring forward the piece of evidence.
It's not your turn.
Alright.
I love how most of us are black.
Well, you see, Your Honor, I don't even believe that my client was stealing parts. I think he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time because he had in the distance. Sorry, my finger came off the button. He heard an explosion in the distance that just scared him so badly he had to hide inside the Razor Crest.
Okay.
And
I don't know if I
because of
believe
the
that.
because of the coffee shortage, he didn't realize exactly where he was, and his not a Jawa instincts just activated. Would you punish a dog for chasing its tail?
Well, it depends.
That's great.
If it breaks all my shit, if it breaks all my stuff in between it, yeah, I'm gonna beat its ass.
But it's just following its instincts, sir.
And he's accused of stealing parts from said Razorcraft.
Exactly, which is his instinct. But like I said, I don't think he was even stealing parts. He was just
Are you
afraid.
saying that his kind, as a stereotype, are thieves?
Racist.
Prosecutor?
I just want to bring forward the, here's your evidence for the rental car, sir. It's still a flying vehicle, but it's still a rental nonetheless.
It does appear to have Mr.
I have a
Not
piece of
Jawa
evidence
on it.
that can prove against that, Your Honor.
Do you?
You see,
Make it good.
his credit card declined even for a coffee. He's flat broke. There's no way he could afford a rental car.
It doesn't mean it was purchased under his card.
Was there anyone else with him?
That's a job for the. That's an answer for that's a question for the prosecutor.
I didn't see
Is there
anybody
anybody
else
with him?
with him.
So he was alone. Do you have any evidence stating that he was with somebody else?
No.
Because if he
As
has
far as I'm
receipts
aware,
of a rental
he's
car
completely
under
alone.
if he has receipts under a rental car under his name,
Oh,
which would
the
be
only credit
more
card that I'm
evidence.
aware that he has, he's flat broke on, and there has been
Then
no
what made
charges
you pay
on
for
it.
No, you getting on my nerves. What do you got? What you got over there?
I guess what I could say, a game we could probably, if we got a couple more people, is a game would be Among Us.
You are breaking the immersion over there.
I don't care.
The rest of us do.
Come on, prosecutor, anytime now. I wasn't, I'm getting old over here.
The only thing we really could bring forward to this is that we're not going to pursue these crimes, but there were weapons on him, but we are not sticking them to him. That's all we got.
How the fuck did that short-ass man conceal that big-ass katana?
Good question, Your Honor. We don't know either.
Oh god, what did this bird do now?
It actually looks pretty good.
What?
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's funny. Alrighty. So, if I have the evidence correctly, I know, defense, you still have one more piece of evidence you need to put in, but for right now, he is here because there was a coffee shortage because of an order never delivered. It happened because of he is in that situation because of a losing lottery ticket. It happened because a simple solution to this could have been a red message. The reason the delivery was late was because of a flat tire. The reason why he was in the Razorcraft was because of an explosion at a distance. But you're saying that you found the flat tires in his rental car that had his ID and stuff, verifying it was him, but you're stating he has no money in his credit card account, which, I mean, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, doesn't mean a lot. You could always, stole the credit card,
Overdraft.
paid in cash. There's ways to get around that. But the katana really doesn't have any purpose. I don't even know why we brought that up.
It was just
Bring
found there, Your
across
Honor.
some evidence?
You see, Your Honor, the katana actually helps this case. It shows that he's a coward because he carries the katana because of a suspicious noise that was under his bed. Ever since the night that he heard it, he carries that katana everywhere. Therefore, he's a complete coward. That's why he was hiding the Razor Crest. That's why he had the katana. That's why this whole case happened. It was just a case of the wrong person in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay. So with all the evidence I have gathered, I'm going to take a second, go to myself, and make my decision.
I'm almost done drawing.
Alright, I made a decision. I believe he's guilty.
Jawa is guilty tired to cite a brutal flaw using an obscure medical law. The judge, unimpressed, handed him his book, 10 years in prison for thorough reading. Remember, you're gonna have to convince us. Why is it always tax fraud?
Uh,
Tax fraud's easy.
Your Honor, he's
Okay,
accused of tax fraud.
we will now begin this court session. Defense, present your first piece of evidence.
Isn't he supposed to go first, not me? How can I
It
defend
doesn't
something
matter.
when I don't know about? It does too!
The charge, you know the charges.
Okay, there you go. Prosecutor, you go first.
All right, Your Honor. Well, the biggest piece of evidence is the fact that he's a repeat offender. This is not the first time he's committed tax fraud. He's done this on 3 separate occasions. We found the records of it.
Okay, so defense, do you have
I wish I
anything
could
to fight
give
against
you
that?
other papers. Like, we found this, and
Picture didn't
this.
happen, man.
And yes, I did make these, by the way.
Okay, so they're saying that there is either there is something going on with the computer systems themselves, or
Hey, no giving him ideas.
or somebody made up the accusation to get the person in trouble. What do you have to say, prosecutor?
So right now, Your Honor, they are asking for evidence of defense, basically, of the claim.
Honestly, Your Honor, it's 2025. There's no reason that he shouldn't be able to easily file his taxes properly. If he's committed tax fraud 3 separate times, it's a problem. We don't need him in our society.
And the counter, they said they didn't find anything that it happened. You have actual evidence that it's legitimate.
I would show you the papers if my sock arms would allow me to. But they're stuck on the desk in front of me.
Okay.
I have a
Defense.
stack of evidence here, but I can't show you. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh my
No,
god.
you.
Okay.
No,
Apparently
you.
She is counting your argument. What do you have to say for that?
I'm so proud of these cards
You
so
got a
far.
D20?
You got a D20, dude?
He always has a D20.
So roll.
Throw it in the Discord. I have a dual screen show up. Judge, I'll let you know what the answer is.
Okay.
Remember the honor rule, man.
I
Yes.
got my D20.
Okay. Now, roll.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, so what does that... Okay, since I'm not...
13 means it's a solid argument, but it doesn't land. Keep the prosecution going.
Okay, so, what further evidence do you have? Not like cardways, but what else can you say toward the argument that they have presented to you?
Based on the amount of evidence given, it's still defense's turn.
It was on his turn. So, do I go back to defense?
He's the one who rolled shit, not me.
Yes. I mean, I did my card,
still
so go back.
Okay, with the
yeah,
way
it is.
David's saying, I'm confused.
Yeah, it's his turn.
Okay.
Go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Bruh.
Stop confusing me! Okay, so, game. Your turn.
Oh, I get a turn now? Cool. Give me a sec.
Since he could not come with a very good counterproductive argument toward yours.
It may be 2025, but he does not have access to internet because he lives in a rural area. He also doesn't have phone service. They don't even give him his mail on time. It's back by over a year. How is he supposed to know his shit? Mail can't even be delivered on time.
That last statement was fabricated, Your Honor. This man lives in a high-rise in New York City.
Yes.
His address is 123 Bullshit Lane.
Do you have proof?
Again, it's in my stack. His address is 123 Bullshit Lane.
Good. Do you have evidence that counters what he had just said? What?
Objection! What crime scene?
Clearly, the website for taxes. Because you said he had to do it online. And he doesn't have internet access. He couldn't have been there to do them.
Do you have anything to say?
Tax evasion sucks.
Well, you see, Your Honor, I have a big piece of evidence. I believe that the biggest piece of evidence pointing towards the fact that he's committed tax fraud is the fact that he stole the winning star in Mario Party last month.
Ooh, I got one for that.
He's already used to stealing from other people. He figured that it would be easy to steal from the government. And now that he's facing potential penalties for it, he's scared.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this right here because my brain's. What exactly is tax fraud?
Tax fraud can be you missubmitting either too much or too less of what you actually owe, or just flat out not doing your taxes on what you owe. So it can still go either way.
Okay,
Oh, you know, he didn't even lose the taxes.
so are you saying that he stole money, or because is that what is going on? Did he steal money?
He simply hasn't done his taxes for the last 3 years.
It's not a crime until you do it for 5.
That is
Gotta
correct.
have over 10K. Gotta have over 10K.
That is correct.
Your evidence you're using is a family heirloom. That paperwork's over a decade old. Quit making shit up. You've had your time. Your options are done.
Man.
It's too old to file those taxes. Besides, those are grandma's. That's why they're an heirloom.
Grandma's family taxes.
Your Honor,
Okay,
is there anything you
Grandma!
bring down to the specifics on how old is the tax fraud? What's the specific parameters of the dates?
How far can you go back on tax fraud? I'm not sure if it's safe for me to Google this answer.
Yeah, I would not do that if I was you.
Just at what point do you get imprisoned for tax fraud?
It's 10K, I know that much. I was curious at one point.
So what is the
and
time
he
frame?
lives in a high-rise in New York City. You think after 3 years his taxes wouldn't have been well over 10K?
He lives in the country without internet access and phone service. It
Like I
ain't
told
New
the
York.
judge, that whole thing was fabricated.
No. You, Uno.
Yeah, I've written down my
Hey.
notes. She threw out your fabrication ruling with Uno and rolling dice. And none of them stuck.
Journalist.
I swear to God,
Have
he's
you
giving
have
me such a
anything else
side
to
eye
add?
right now. And your guy looks so fucking proud.
journalist, do you have anything to add to the story?
Not breaking news.
Hey man, it took me a minute trying to figure out what the fuck. I had the title, I just couldn't figure out what to do for the photo.
Okay, so are we gonna do a second, or are we gonna do a third photo, or are we just gonna settle the court now?
That'll take me way too long.
I mean, I can't play many more cards.
Okay, so
We still
I
have witnesses.
okay, so
Who are our witnesses? The president and Grant and the gardener. What's the gardener going to do? He's on my side.
okay, Mr. President,
The
what
president,
do you have to say?
I forgive tax fraud. La, la, la.
Oh,
Well,
my
I guess
God.
it's all over, folks.
Okay.
Let's go home.
Okay. Now, Gardner, Miss Gardner, what
No,
do you
what's going
say?
through my mind right now is, imagine you go to court for a tax fraud, you're like, oh, it's not that bad, and the president shows up.
And personally pardons you for tax fraud.
Oh, bro.
Oh God!
I was rushing on spelling it, and I knew I fucked up spelling again.
What does your gardener say, huh?
Prosecutor.
What's your gardener say? It's not mine.
Oh shit, it's red.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
red, not me.
No, I didn't realize that the thing was red. I was just sitting here waiting. I don't think she has much to say after the president just pardoned tax fraud. We're all just kind of bewildered here.
Okay, he may have pardoned him for tax fraud, but in verdict, he'll be not guilty, but in condition of having to be on probation for 5 years and having to go into, oh God, what is it called?
You're gonna have to pay your taxes anyways, man.
What's that place called you
What
go
the fuck
to?
is that? How do you do that?
H&R Block?
What I just did?
No, it's a go do your taxes, but you also it's go into a specific building like the IRS, the IRS building themselves to file the taxes.
Alright.
Are those
Well,
conditions fair?
Are you gonna drive all the way to St. Louis? I have a question. So if he's a rural guy without
No,
internet
no,
access or
that's
phone
cool.
service or a car, how's he supposed to drive there to pay taxes that were pardoned by the president?
Also,
It's
who?
once a year.
The president pardoned
Yes.
it? Your witness, the president pardoned the taxes.
Yes, they pardoned his taxes.
Okay.
So
Wait a
I was
minute.
saying
Right,
That
probation.
you know what he wants.
kind of seems a little. Wait a minute. That seems a little one-sided. The prosecutor's witness pardoned the person we're prosecuting.
You're the president. You could have done the same last time. Not my fault.
But no, but I'm
Use
saying there's
witnesses.
probation, so that way they can make sure to have their taxes done on time. It is not our responsibility and how they were able to do it.
And they're under
They-
parole is what the word you're looking for, Your Honor.
You're
Parole.
gonna do your taxes someday, man.
Yep. So,
Look, we don't know law stuff around here. We're socks.
but he is not guilty.